What's going on, all my toy collectors out there? You know who it is. It's your boy Ox. And today we're going to take a look at some of the goodies that I picked up from Toy Fair this past weekend. Now there was a lot of tables and a lot of booths set up, but I only ended up buying from 3 different sellers and they all gave me a really good deal on all of these toys. So let's go ahead and take a look at these treasures and see if they're worth joining the rest of the toys that I have here in the Cave of Wonders. Let's get to it. Okay, now up first out of the box, we got my boy Booster Gold. You guys know this is a DC Multiverse figure. One of the tables I went to, the 2 sellers sold me a whole bunch of figures for a really good price. So they wanted $10 for this figure right here. But I'll let you guys know what they ended up giving them all to me for in the end. But it ended up coming with a figure stand. It came with this piece right here, this little accessory that hooks onto his hands right there. And I'm not going to go over the articulation with you guys because you guys all know what DC Multiverse figures articulation is. I just wanted to show you guys the deals that I ended up getting. But yep, I got Booster Gold. Like I said, he was labeled at 10 bucks. Let's move on to the next one. Ended up getting this old Kenner Batman the Animated Series Joker figure. He wanted $10 for these two. He had a whole bunch of different Kenner Batman Animated Series figures, but a lot of them I already had, but I ended up not having this Joker right here. I have the one that had the trench coat, the gray trench coat and the top hat, but I never actually ended up having this figure. He didn't come with any accessories, but he wanted 10 bucks for him, and like I said, he ended up throwing me a good deal, so... But yep, got the Joker figure right here from the Kenner line. Also had my boy Mr. Freeze right here. He had him labeled at 10 bucks too. He had Clayface as well, and I think he wanted 15 for Clayface if I remember, but I actually already ended up having Clayface. I didn't end up having, I have him, but he didn't have his little pack right here. He only came with this because I ended up losing this when I was little. So I was like, well, I'm going to go ahead and just get this too. So, and because he gave me such a good deal on the lot that I ended up getting, it was a no-brainer to get him just to go ahead and get this, backpack right here that ends up hooking to his gun. So, but yep, this right here is one of the Kenner figures from the Batman the Animated Series. Let's move on to the next one. Right here we got my boy Blue Beetle. He wanted 10 bucks for him as well. I'm going to guess that this is the Blue Beetle and Booster Gold 2-pack that had came out. Because I think the Target Gold label one, you can see his eyes through here. But for the price that I paid, like I said, they wanted $10 for this and that Booster Gold. But like I said, he gave me a really good deal on all of them. Now I came with this little gun right here. The little beetle on it right there, as you guys can see. And, the DC Multiverse stand. But, yep, I figure it was a good deal. Even if I would have just paid $10 each, 20 bucks, I thought it was a pretty good deal for, Blue Beetle and Booster Gold. But, yep, really good figure. Move on to the next one. Got my boy Hulk right here. This is 1996, one of the Marvel Hulks. This thing was labeled at 3 bucks. And you know what's funny is I have so many Hulks. Like, a lot of different Hulks, but this one I had when I was little. I remember having this Hulk and being like, he was just one of my favorite Hulks when I was little. I don't know why. I think it's just because he looked so cool, and then he squished down like that, and he was just boom, boom. He could just knock over all my figures. I'd have him fight all of my different X-Men figures and my Spider-Man figures and even my Kenner Batman figures. But this was just one of my favorite Hulks, and I ended up letting my kids play with it, and they ended up breaking it, or somehow I just don't end up having it anymore. So I was like, you know what? I got to get this little figure. It's just something, sometimes when you have things when you were little or you run across something in my toy room, I just end up throwing it in certain spots just because just walking by it in my cave down here, it just brings me back to being a kid. It makes me remember, these old toys. It makes me remember the time that I had and the time that I spent playing with them, basically. Is that... Now this right here I got from another seller. She had a whole bunch of these old battle trolls right here. Now I think this one's like Sergeant Troll or something like that, or military troll. I don't really remember his name, but none of the trolls that I got from her ended up coming from having any weapons or anything like that. But she did. She had so many different trolls, and they were labeled at $7 a piece, but I ended up getting a whole bunch of them for like $5 a piece, which I thought was a good deal because I think online these things can go for like $7 or $10 plus like $5 or $6 shipping. So sometimes they're like $14 to $15 a piece. So for me to get them for 5 a piece was a pretty good deal. But yep, if you guys remember the Battle Trolls, I had a few of these when I was little, and I loved them because I'm sure this was their way of trying to get people into get boys basically into trolls back in the day. And Ninja Turtles did the same thing. If you guys can remember, you guys can see their hair right over there in the corner. I got a bunch of them Ninja Turtle trolls right over there. So I seen these and I was like, oh, I gotta get these. So yep, let's move on. We have another one right here. This right here is, I think Cyclops Troll or Clops Troll or something like that, or Silo Troll. But yep, like I said, no weapons or anything like that. And I got all of these for about $5 each. So I don't know if you guys like Battle Trolls, but when I was little, I liked these guys. They don't have any kind of articulation. I think they move at the waist right here, but their arms or the legs don't move. So, but they're just cool figures to have. I was like, you know what? This is something I don't have in my collection down here in the cave, so I'm going to add it to it. What else we got? Here we go. We have Officer Troll or something like that, or Cop Troll. I'm not really sure what he is, but he's definitely a cop. But yep. Another one of the Battle Trolls. Like I said, she gave me a good deal. $5 for each one of these. And I just picked out a whole bunch of them that I wanted because she had a lot of different, she had doubles basically. But yep, another Battle Troll. I know what you guys are thinking. Really? You bought that CD. You had to buy that CD. Of course I had to buy this CD. We all know that Method Man soundtrack on here. And we all know that, what was that one song that the Riddler was listening to when he was trying to, come up with his outfit, you hate your boss at your job, but in your dreams you can blow his head off or something. And I was like, man, I got to get this CD because I actually had this CD when I was little, but I think I got rid of it just because, nobody has CDs anymore. But I was like, you know what? I'm about to just throw this in my Batman collection up on the side or something. But yeah, pretty cool little CD to have. I think he wanted like $2 for these. So you see Nicole Kidman, the Riddler, Jim Carrey, pretty cool CD just to have. Like I said, for only $2, I thought it was a really good deal. So I was like, you know what? I'm throw it in a lot of everything I want, But yep, so I had to get the Batman Forever CD. What do we got? This right here is I think Road Troll or something like that. Like like I don't know. Some kind of roadhouse troll or something like that they call him. I'm not really sure. But yep, another Battle Troll. On to the next. Have my boy Nightwing right here. Now it's crazy because I actually have this Nightwing. I skipped out on this one at first. And I ended up getting the 2-pack with the black with the red emblem right here. And it came with oh man, what's it? The Red Hood. It ended up coming with that Red Hood. It was a 2-pack or whatever. So I ended up buying that one and I skipped on this one. Then I regretted it. I was like, you know what? I got to get that Nightwing. When I seen it, and I was like, $15. I think this goes for like $40 or $50 now or something on eBay. So, when I seen it for 15, I would have just paid 15 for it by itself. But yep, he comes with his little, if they're not trying to get away from me. Yep, my boy Nightwing right here, another DC Multiverse figure. Like I said, I just really wanted that blue suit. The only reason I bought that 2-pack because I was like, I really wanted that Red Hood that was in there. And I ended up getting that for a good deal 2 years ago when McFarlane first took over the DC license. But yep, he comes with his little nightsticks right here. And he comes with that multiverse stand. But yeah, like I said, even them asking $15 for this, I thought was a really good deal. So, move on to the next. Got my boy Frankentroll right here. I kind of like this. You know what? I also had a I think it was a Wolfman troll. They didn't have it there at Toy Fair, but they do have a Wolfman troll. So I'm gonna see if I can get find that troll on eBay or something like that, and then I could put these two trolls up for Halloween, next year or something like that. Because I like to throw some of my scary toys up. I have like some scary little monster Imaginext toys, like the Mummy and Creature from the Black Lagoon, and then I have those Ninja Turtles, Universal Monsters, and some of my other NECA, Scream figures and Chucky figures. So I like to throw them up during Halloween if I can. So I'm definitely gonna throw him up during Halloween. All right, and this right here is Count Dracula Troll or something. He's basically Dracula but a troll. So Count Dracula Troll or something. But yep, I had to go ahead and get him too. I actually really wanted him because I thought he was like a superhero. I thought he was like Batman. And then I looked his name up. I was like, oh, he's a vampire. I didn't even pay attention to his teeth. But yep, I was like, oh, that's cool. Looks like a superhero, like a Batman superhero kind of. I thought it was pretty cool. But yep, as you can see, I got a lot of these battle trolls. But for $5 each, I wasn't about to pass them up. Okay, now we got this thing was like 3 for $1 or something like that, and I didn't really see too many things that I wanted, but I definitely wanted this. I was like, because I'm gonna make a 90s shelf. I'm gonna put just like one Batman, one Spider-Man, maybe Elf or something like that. Him, you know, Captain Planet, all these different figures all on one shelf. Pick one of each from different cartoons or different things from the 90s and throw them in there. And I seen him, and all I could think about was the little seat. Was it Dominoes? The Dominoes, the Noid. I think that's his name, the Noid. So I was like, yeah, I seen him. I was like, I definitely got to get this. He has no articulation. He's just kind of, was it squishy plastic? But I was like, yeah, I got to get this. I'm gonna throw him on my 90 shelf when I start making that. But yep, I had to get the Noid. On to the next. Okay, now this is the only figure that I got from one seller. He had a whole bunch of different Street Sharks, but they were way overpriced. They're like $50, $60. And I know that they do go for that price, but a lot of them were damaged. Like even this was damaged, even some, missing fins, missing pieces. And I was like, I'm gonna be $50 for them, but he ended up giving me this right here for $20. And I thought to myself, you know what? $20, I can glue all this. I can, scrape this stuff off right here, and I can repaint it and do something with it. My wife is an artist, so I know that she can help me pick out the right paints and stuff for painting this plastic, because it's kind of like a rubber material, and this is like hard plastic right here. So I know she can help me figure out what's the best move for this. But yeah, $20 I thought was a pretty good deal with this, because even if I tried to buy one that was broken, I'd have to pay shipping for it on eBay. I figured I'd have paid $25, maybe $30 for it. But yep, this is the only figure I got from this seller, but it was a good deal. Like I said, it works. It just needs some, some TLC. So. Okay, we got another Cyclops troll right here. This one's a different color than the other one that we looked at. Let's see if I can pull him out. This one right here is red, so I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and get that one too. I don't really know if they like came in a different packaging or anything like that. But yep, another one of those Cyclops trolls. Pretty cool. They actually made a lot of those. I didn't think they made so many of those trolls back in the day, but I guess they did. Then they made this Captain Troll right here. It's like Captain Hook looking troll. Check them out. Like I said, I'm definitely going to display these down here. I'll find a little shelf and ended up, throwing a bunch of these on and making them look pretty cool. Maybe display them for a little while till something else comes along. Then I'll take them out and store them away. But definitely had to get these trolls while I was there. I was actually looking for some small soldiers. That's what I was actually looking for. I was looking for the small soldiers, but I couldn't end up finding any. So, and then we got this Robin right here. I think this is from the Dark Knight Returns, or the Dark Knight collection, I mean, and from Kenner, or this is from the first Batman movie that Kenner had came out with, but he doesn't come with any kind of weapons or accessories or anything like that. I think he wanted $10 for this figure too as well. So, but that's him. Yeah. Now I'm not sure, but I think this figure is supposed to be one of the Wayans brothers. I think it was Marlon Wayans. I think it was, yeah, Marlon. I think it was supposed to be Marlon Wayans was supposed to be in that Tim Burton Batman movie. I'm not really for sure, but that's just what I had heard, like a rumor on Google and stuff like that, that he was actually supposed to be in that movie. So maybe this was supposed to be him. That's why they came out with that figure for the movie. But yeah, I think I paid like 10 bucks for this figure. Okay, now we got Punk Troll. I think that's his name. Gothic Troll or something. I think it's Punk Troll, basically. But yep, kind of like a heavy metal troll with the zippers and everything like that. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And you know I had to get it. I think they wanted $1 for this, if I remember. Yeah, I think it was like $1. And I was like, even though I already have it on DVD, I was like, oh, in the box didn't look too messed up or anything like that. It wasn't ripped up too bad, a little bit of damage there. But I was like, this might be cool just to sit next to that that new Batmobile, that gold label DC Multiverse Batmobile that Todd had just came out with recently. That came with that exclusive 89 Batman figure. I was like, you know what? I'm going to display that and I'm going to put this right up there next to it. Even though I don't have a VCR anymore, I was like, you know what? This is what I used to watch my Batman, my Batman movie on. So I had to go ahead and get it. And like I said, he threw it all in for a good deal. Now, I actually had this troll when I was little. I remember having this one. I didn't have any of those other trolls, but I did have this one right here. And I ended up, that's one of the reasons why when I seen it, I was like, oh my God, I forgot all about battle trolls. And I was like, I got to get these. I got to get these toys. Like I said, she wanted $7. I got them all for like $5 each. So, yep. But this toy right here, I had this battle troll. And if you guys were little in the late 80s and 90s, you guys probably remember those shield, the mask, the chest plate, and it came with that little plastic sword. And it all looked like this when you were little. You'd run around with this little mask that dropped up and down. And like I said, it had a chest shield that had a lion on it or something like that. And then you had the sword that your belt loop could slide through, basically. So I was like, yeah, I definitely got to get this troll because it reminds me of that troll I had when I was little. Another troll, we got like Sergeant Troll or Military Troll. I don't really know his name. But yep. Little backpack, little belt. Okay, now this is the only figure that I'm missing from my opened Batman the Animated Series line. I have all the other figures. I just really needed this one right here, because I didn't actually have her when I was little. I didn't have this figure. I have her new in the box, but she's up on a peg, hooked on with all my other unopened figures. But I wasn't gonna open that box just to get this figure out to display it. I really only display figures that older figures. I really only display figures that I had when I was little. So so the ones that I actually played with are ones that I found, when I got older at yard sales and stuff. So if I have stuff that I bought when I was a teenager, most of that stuff is all new in the box, and I display it on hooks and stuff, and I leave it mint on card. But yep, finally got Poison Ivy. I know she's missing that little vine, or that little, basically like a plant monster that hooks onto her arm or something, but that doesn't matter because I just really want this just to display her with the rest of my Batman the Animated Series figures. But yep, I think they wanted $10 for her as well. Last figure, we got Robo Troll right here. Now, they actually made two different ones of these, if I remember. I didn't have this one, but I had another one who had pink hair, if I remember. So they must have made two different versions, because I had this troll when I was little, but she had pink hair, and I think this was painted pink as well, or painted another color. I really can't remember. But yep. And that right there is it. Let's go ahead and take a look at them all together. Okay, guys? All right, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed that look at the toys that I picked up from Toy Fair this past weekend. A lot of these are vintage collectibles that I'm really happy to add to the cave down here. Now, like I said, I ended up purchasing from only 3 different sellers. I got that Street Shark for 20 bucks. All of the trolls, there's a total of 12 of them. They're $7 a piece. I ended up getting them for $5 for a total of 60 bucks. And for all of the movies, the multiverse figures, the Kenner figures, All of that equal to about $82, $84, and I ended up getting it all for $45 from that seller. So overall, a really good deal. I think I spent a total like 115 bucks at Toy Fair, which is a lot less than what I normally spend. So I'm really happy that I ended up finding these deals. I was actually searching for Small Soldiers figures. If you guys remember that movie from back in the 90s, the Small Soldiers movies where the toys came alive, I was searching for some of them figures because I still need some of them down here to complete my collection. But yeah, this was an amazing lot. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And until next time, stay cool.